Hello, Knight here. Welcome back to Empire Total War. This is episode number 41, and just gonna check on what's happening down in Malta. Just need to replenish this army actually, if we can. Okay. Right. See if anyone else needs replenishing. Okay. Okay, what we're doing there. Right, okay. Right, so we're basically ready to roll there with the army. We've got a fleet here that's going to attack the Maltese fleet. We've got 3 more ships over here in Britain that are being constructed. 3 second-rate ships that will come down and join in the battle. Right, what I'm going to do, I was having a discussion myself, I think last episode, to speed things up, about the Spanish situation, and I'm going to send down another unit to have a look round. We're going to have a look around the coast first of all to see, get some intelligence about what's happening here. We're going to land this guy here. I've decided to move dragoons down because they can be used mounted or unmounted basically, so they're quite flexible and they can act as a guerrilla force. I don't think he's got any more troops, you know. I really think that is his only army, this army here. So I don't want the Mughals taking Spain, so what we're going to do, as soon as we can, we're going to attack. Right, so we're almost, I think, at the end phase. Just remind myself what's going on in India. You probably need reminding as well. We're not doing very much over here. We're just basically marking time whilst we sort things out in Europe. Yeah, I don't think we can move these guys out. Oh yes we can. Having said that, I don't really want to move them out yet. We'll just move them back in. So disorder's not such a big factor. When we attack the... Oops, just lost myself in the train of thought there. Where we attack the Portuguese, we're going to move that ship up to blockade their port, Barcelona. We'll stop that from trading, stop them from building any ships. Okay, there's nothing more I want to do in India. So in Europe we're pretty much in a steady state. We don't really want to... got some disorder building because we're got 2 universities now, 2 classical universities online, which means that we're going to get quite a lot of disorder, but we're actually building a British Museum that will bring us back into happiness again. Right, it's just North America now. I need to check out what's going on. I think we're about to move a fleet and a ship and an army back to Europe. Yeah, we'll do that next turn. What are we doing over here? Let's have a look. Sorry about the jerkiness on the map, it's always like this. Right. Okay. So we've centralised our ships over into one fleet, ready to move these troops back. We don't need these troops involved in the battle, so we're going to move them back to there. Next turn we'll be attacking... Yes, we'll definitely be attacking the Pueblo Nation. Now we just fought a rather silly battle against 2 units I think here. We're just replenishing the army and we're going to move on Santa Fe. Okay, let's just check the ministers and government. Doing okay. Still very populist government, so they should get in. National summary, I'm just going to have a look at the policies. Yeah, New England's not so good actually. It's only got 1. Can't really improve it, but other than by putting troops in there. Right, we can always... actually, I don't know, can I put that into taxation? Let's have a look. Yes we can, that's good. And let's have a look over here. Can I put this into... No, so we need to take that out of production. Okay, let's carry on with checking what's... so it's mainly Orissa, which was the French colony, the first French colony we took out. Okay, I'm going to end the turn there. And we'll see what the AI does. Oh, they want a peace treaty, that's interesting. And let's have a look who they're at war against. It's only the Austrians and us at the moment. Well, Austria's really got 2 territories less, so it's really just us. The allies are Hanover, Spain, Poland, Savoy, Genoa. Well, it's only really Poland that's really a bit of a problem to us. They're quite a superpower, Poland. We're not going to accept. They'll only backstab us and then attack us later. Oh, that's interesting. He's moved from the port. See if we can escape. Ah, single unit. Opportunity to intercept. So we'll attack. So the end of these tiny battles, of course, you're welcome to fast forward through them. I just refuse to auto-resolve and lose lots of troops that I'm not killing myself, basically, even if they're my own troops. I'd rather do the killing myself. Okay, there's another mounted warrior unit actually, so he's had 3 units down already from now. I'm wondering what he's doing up there. He's been quite aggressive in terms of AI performance. It's obviously feeling me out to see what I'm doing. We're going to move forwards. We're going to group these guys together. Put them here. They'll just be used to run after the guys. We're losing quite a lot of cavalry actually, so, or rather in the previous battle, so we don't want to lose too many troops. Let's put these together. Because we may have a situation where he gets around my first lot of troops, I really need to use the howitzers here so they'll be able to fire over. Yeah, I just lost my train of thought there. If the guy... that's fine. The howitzers can fire over my troops. If he gets past my infantry, I don't want my artillery left on its own to fend for itself, so I'm just moving my troops up to here. We'll keep the cavalry to chase after him when he's defeated. Right, so in deployment, let's give him a surprise. That's... yeah. I'm going to send these out along straight away so that they can chase after him when he runs. 91, they've taken out a lot of those already. So he just keeps coming straight for us. I think he's going to head straight for my artillery, so we're going to use grape shot on him, canister shot rather. Just keep my cavalry going along. As soon as he starts to run, we're going to... that was an excellent shot by the grape shot there, canister shot. It's broken, so we're going to bring our cavalry in now, try and cut him off. We don't want him to escape. No, let's continue. That didn't take too long. Let's turn the artillery off. One more blast and then we'll just keep after them. Where on earth is he going, that unit? Honestly, I do worry about the pathfinding. I'm going to speed things up. Right, did he escape with any troops? Let's have a look. Excuse me. We're just forcing our way through the desert at the moment towards the so he lost 97, he lost 23. Only killed 4 of our own men, which is quite good. Okay, that's good. Oh gosh, He's got a big army there. Right. Okay. Right. We probably need to take up a defensive position. I don't think we'd make it to the river, looking at that, before he could intercept us, which is a shame. He's taken the river crossing, which is a clever bit of Darthmod AI behaviour. We might be able to tempt him across if we send one unit ahead. Oh, it's interesting. Upper Canada for a rake. That's a funny place to put him. Right, this guy will be coming back to Europe, so we'll move him down to New York. Let's just check the recruitment. That's good. That's my... oh gosh, they're not exactly making it easy, are they? Let's move that guy to a port. That may help. Right, because he's well across the old wilderness. Why can he appear in a port that's fairly close? We want to take these rakes over to Great Britain with us. That's why I'm moaning quite a lot. They're right in the centre of North America. Okay, that's alright, that's not too bad. Right, let's have a look and see what's happening over here, where the interest is. What has he got here? Wow, that's quite a big army. Yeah, that's not a bad army at all. I'm going to take up position here, and we're going to recoup our army, and then hopefully he'll come out and attack us. Right, we're going to attack the Pueblo Nation. Right, we don't need all our allies, so we're not going to call on them. Okay, this is the army I want to attack them with. Although saying that, I don't really need all that artillery. I'm going to put another melee unit in there, unit that can melee rather. Yeah. Okay, I say the artillery is not much use against the Indians because they crash against you very quickly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cavalry, that's fine. Right. Keep moving forwards. What I'm going to do is cluster these as they move forward, so hopefully I don't get an interception battle. I want to actually besiege them, at least for a turn. Okay, so he's only got 2 turns. We'll move these guys up in support, and these guys up in support as well. But we should have plenty. We don't need that priest there anymore, so we're going to send him here to help Protestantism in New Spain. We've pretty much got it covered in the other territories. This preacher, how old is he actually? How old is this guy? 55, okay. We can probably use him to move through the Spanish territories on the, if you look at the mini-map, we'll come down and... This is interesting actually, that's a big army. I'm going to lose a lot of troops taking this out. But they're mainly musket men, not so much the melee troops. We should be able to take them out. So I can only get stronger, he can only get weaker, so I'm not going to rush to battle. It's only 17:31, there's plenty of time yet. Right, sorry, a bit of random upgrading there. Right, these guys, these agents, how long is it going to take him to get across to here? Quite a lot. Gosh, look at that, look at those turns. 1, 2, 3. Well, if we can get him to the St. Lawrence, maybe that'll help. Yeah, okay, we've got this guy coming down to New York. Right, we're going to move this army, all but 1 unit. We're not going to take this militia back we're going to use that as one of the garrison units that will form the garrison army. So Let's go back to Great Britain or Spain, as the case may be. Yeah, that's good. Over here, got a navy, haven't we? We'll have 3 armies coming back. Yeah. So I'm going to put those 3 ships there. So we'll kind of stagger it. We'll use 3 ships to move up to here. We're going to move this ship to New York. He'll be collecting the rakes to take them back to Europe. Move those 3 artillery to here. They'll be going to Europe. Right. No more to do here, I think, at the moment. We'll just let him stew for a turn and see if this guy decides to attack us. We've always got the option of pinning him here and then moving across to Santa Fe once we've destroyed the Pueblos. I don't think there's anything more I'm going to do in Great Britain, sorry, North America at the moment. We'll come back probably. Okay, let's move these ships. I'm going to move them to help blockade the Maltese fleet. Let's move them down to here. Move this guy out. I really think that this is the only this army here is the only Spanish army. I mean, all his facilities all seem to be on fire. There don't seem to be anything that hasn't been attacked. Yeah, I mean, that's attacked, that's damaged. You can see that, although I can't click on it. That looks as if that's damaged. He's in a poor old way. Take that out. I think we're going to come back and save this guy. We're going to put him on board a ship. Oh, cancel that move. We don't want to attack the Barbary States. That's fine. This is still under attack by our allies. Right, let's move these over. Try and get them as close as possible to the. This will come back and block this port. That's a bit worrying. The Portuguese fleet has gone somewhere. I don't know where it's gone, so I'm going to have to try and find that again. Otherwise it may appear in one of my trade theatres and cause me some problems when I declare war on them. I'm hoping the Portuguese won't attack us. I hope that we can forestall then. I always like to control what's happening if I can. But I've no doubt that once we take Spain, if we're adjacent to an enemy, to a hostile country, and they nearly always decide to invade you or attack you. So the moment we take Spain, we'll have to be prepared to attack the Portuguese. So we really need to bring troops back. How are we going over here? That's all very happy, and we're fully replenished. We need to make sure this is replenished. Can we siege the guy? 3 turns. I think we can afford to wait. And we'll have a sea battle now. We'll drive this guy out. Well, actually, we'll wait. We'll wait until those 3, they'll arrive in the next turn. So I'd like to see those in action, these 3 ships. Say 3 turns, that's a siege. I want all those ships actually. Quite a lot of them. They'll be handy for trading or moving troops around. Right, we need to do the usual business here, destroying his ports. He hasn't done anything repairing there. Let's take out this port. And obviously we're going to build some cracking ships now. We're going to probably build the Victory, and maybe we won't build any more first-rate admiral ships, but we may build some of the really heavy ships. Okay, that should be gone. Yeah, move back just to protect the port. So let's see what we can recruit. So recruit the Victory. Don't really say we don't want any of these admiral first rates. First rate, can recruit the heavy. There's heavy first rates. Yeah, heavy first rate. Gosh, they're very expensive, but we can afford it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just look at our maintenance money, 37,000. That's excellent. We've still got a lot being built in North America, but looking at that, we need to keep the income flowing. So I'm going to go back to North America, I think, and increase production. Some of these areas, we're just going to whiz through them quickly. We've got a lot building at the moment. Right, I think we're going to hang on to the 4,000. I really am going to hang on to 4,000 this time. I'm not going to use it to do any more grading. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at the diplomacy side of things. Let's see, we can't trade with the Poles now. I think we could last time. They don't like us at all. Mughal's still friendly. Ottoman's still very friendly. And so are the Swedes. So we've still got very good allies. Poor old Austria is almost gone. And I was toying with the idea of giving them Naples. In fact, I might do that. Are they at war with the Italian states? That's what I've got to check. They probably are, actually. Spain. Yeah, so there's no point in giving them it because the Italian states will just attack it and take it off them. Oh dear. I don't want to give them Malta. That's one of my territories I really want, so I can't really help the poor old Austrians at the moment. I might be able to give them Sardinia, perhaps. Right. Let's end the turn. Just having a nice cup of tea. The Ottomans are getting a bit of a problem now. They're allies, but we want to capture Egypt, and I can't see an easy way of doing it without giving them lots of territory and lots of money. I think we're going to have to do that. We can capture Malta and we can capture Gibraltar, but I don't really want to go to war with the Ottomans. They're on a peace treaty. Well, I'm sorry, but we can't accept that. Yeah, they're in the same boat, so we're going to refuse that offer. I know they were sincere, but I'm afraid. Good, got some technological success. Construction report, loads of stuff we're building now. Trade gained. Lieutenant Townsend, he's over here, I think this guy in here. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's continue this guide's long trek to the coast. We can bring him down to St. Lawrence actually. So it's not too far, a couple of moves. It doesn't look quite as bad as it seems. And this is 2 goes as well for this guy. In fact, we're going to send the ship up here to collect this guy here. Oswald Carmichael is probably fed up in the frozen north. Yeah, we'll bring him down here. Oh, actually, let's bring him further down. Oh no, New York's fine. We'll bring him down to New York. Right, okay. Now if I can get my armies to here, can they then go to... Right, well they can appear in the Azores, which will be fine. That's okay. So it'll be one move to actually get all my armies back from here, this port. So the first 3 ships will take the 3 armies as far as the Bahamas, then those 3 ships will take them as far as the Azores. Right, that's the plan. He's moved around, so we're still replenishing at the moment. Let's continue, because we still need to replenish. We're going to make... I wonder if he'll follow me if I go for his territory. We're going to have to destroy him anyway at some stage. Right, these guys were coming out next go. I don't think I'm going to do anything at the moment. I'm just going to stay there, replenish, and we'll see where he moves to. can only... yeah, he's really going to move along here, I think. That's the only crossing by that river. Then the next crossing is here, so we can cover that crossing where this bridge is here, Texas Pueblo Nations. We'll move the priest. 0 provinces. Oh, that's coming on fine actually. We're not going to move the priest too far so he can act as an agent for us. Okay. He's repaired that, so we need to destroy it again. Right, that should be gone. Yeah, I'm going to take out his dockyard. Ah, it's interesting, his army's gone from here. Wonder where that's gone. Hasn't got any ports around here, has he? No. That should be gone now. Okay, let's move back into here. I think we can do some upgrading in Britain. Let's upgrade that. No more upgrading, I think, over this territory. We've still got one more turn before we get to the British Museum. Let's have a look at our science. Not too sure about that, whether we want... Let's have a look at philosophy. I think we're not going to do so much on the philosophy for a turn or so. Industrial's the right way to go. Doing a water-powered cloth mill there, I think. Are we? No, not. So if we've got water-powered cloth mill, we'll be able to move on to these. Selective breeding 9. That's quite a lot actually. And that'll be 8. Reformed naval. I'm quite happy with our navy, to be honest. I think we're going to go for an economic development. We're going to go for selective breeding. We go for selective breeding. I'm going to go back to... it was joint stock, wasn't it? Where are we? Joint stock. It was reorganised procurement, wasn't it? Right, we're going to go back to selective breathing, I think, rather than... yeah, I mean it's 11, but we're going to need it at some stage, so we're going to go for that. Okay, right, London is still fine. We're getting patriotic fervour. Ships building here. That's excellent, another turn and we'll have them. These are destroyed. Let's destroy Marseille as usual. Oh, I need to do a bit more there, so I've taken a few ships out there, haven't I? I forgot that. Okay, that should be gone shortly. Okay, that's finished. Let's have a look. So he's repairing things, but we're going to kindly destroy them for him again. Yeah, see the Mughal Empire is doing a good job up here, causing all kinds of problems. Yeah, he's moved back to try and guard this port. I mean, he's got some very good units here, but they are depleted by the looks of it. He can't be making very much in the way of money. Right, let's move these ships in. Then we shall be fighting a naval battle. Okay, let's look over in North America. I say, plan is to wait here, see what he does. We may be able to drag him back towards here. I'd like to have an army. We can probably take him out, but I just don't want to lose too many men. I'd like to have an army to back them up, and one of these armies can perhaps come over and give them a hand once we've taken out the Pueblo. As I'm very cautious generally. You may have realised that by now. I'm not reckless. I'm audacious on the battlefield, but not beforehand. I like to prepare as much as possible. Yeah, we've got a rate coming in here. We're going to going to park this soldier. Just leave him in. I'm going to move him up to here. I think there was a little bit of edging of disorder, I think, in this city, wasn't there? Okay, move this ship round to St. Lawrence next to try and pick up this guy, this rake. It will be worth it once we've got some intelligence in Europe. We know what we're doing, what we're facing. That's always half the battle if you know what armies you're facing. Let's go back to Malta. Okay, so we're besieging here. They've got a couple of turns to go. We're going to take one unit out. They're all fully replenished now, I believe. Yeah. Take one unit out and force this fleet out, and we'll be fighting this battle. They're all 32 rates and a galley, so and they're all slightly damaged actually. We've got very damaged, most of them. So the main aim is to capture them as usual, and not to cause ourselves too many losses. Although we will have a port now at which we can repair in Naples. It's the first naval battle for quite a while, I think, for 4 or 5 episodes. But it should be a formality. We've got some powerful ships with us now. It'd be nice to see the second rates, what they look like, see them in action. Oh, we haven't got the weather gauge, and it's stinking weather actually. Very, very foggy, and it almost looks like night. Right, we're going to put the Orion. There's Royal, Jamaica, and the Halifax all in one group. That'll be our battle fleet. There'll be the ships that'll be doing the main fighting. We'll put Lord Russell and 5 ships in total next to him. So the key in naval battles is to concentrate your fire. If you do that, you can't really go wrong. And another squadron here. Let's concentrate them over, and this will be the pursuit squadron if they start to run. These are all 6 rates, and they have the wind gauge, the weather gauge, so they'll be able to run quite fast if they decide to go. So we're going to put them over there. That's end deployment. Look at these ships. Some of you have not seen the naval battles I've been fighting. A lot of these ships are captured. That's why they're, if you're wondering why they have white paint on them, these are French ships that I've captured and added to my fleet. And the British ships had this sort of buff colour on the gunnels. Right, enough chat. So it's like galley leading the way. It's coming towards us, so we're going to try and keep nice and concentrated. We need these pursuit ships ready at any moment to go after the ships that run. And these are really powerful. I love these ships, 74 gun ships. They're so elegant, really beautiful. These are a bit tub-like, I always think. They're massive things. Right. Let's straighten up slightly. I mean, the main aim will be to encircle these guys. We'll pick up the wind probably as he heads southwest. We'll probably mirror his course. We're sending these ships a bit further downwind, I want. So they're kind of waiting for if they make a run. If they make a run upwind, we're still in trouble. We'll have to chase after them in our larger ships, which won't be fun. It's always best to have a balanced fleet, actually. I mean, I know I've seen some people, they just pile loads of first rates into their fleets, but you need fast and slow ships. You need manoeuvrable ships, and you need the heavy punchers. You need both. Lord Russell. He's about 75 or something, isn't he? He's a veteran of a number of battles, Cadiz, Grand Banks. He's a great admiral according to his attributes. Right, it looks as if he's going to pass round in front of us, so we can start moving towards the wind. Start to turn now. We should pick up a bit of speed. At the same time, see, these ships are moving quite slow in comparison with these ones. Let's speed things up a bit in comparison with these 6 rates. So we're going to be chasing around a bit, so we need to really block their path with some of my faster ships, some of the 5th rates, because we're just not going to catch up with them otherwise. This will be the squadron that will do the damage. I think from the angle I'm coming in, it looks as if he might get first blood. Oh no, we fired our first broadside. I'm just going to take the speed off now. You're at contact point. We're going to use this squadron to try and cut across in front of them. We're going to pick up directly the wind. We can go nice and fast, and we'll push Edward Russell right across in front of them. Hopefully he'll turn sort of east towards us if we can cause him enough damage. Yeah, he's turning towards us now, so we need to swing about. Heavy ships, we're going to head straight for them. We need to swing about quickly. How are we going to get? In fact, we're going to stop his movement entirely by doing this. We're heading into the wind, but we should be fine. Let's get the Conqueror to turn. I'm going to keep this fleet at a distance in case there's any straggling ships that want to move against us. We're going to continue moving forwards with the heavy ships. So he's making his way upwind, so we're going to do the same. Against the wind rather. We're going to pass along this side of his ships. We're not going to be able to move that fast. These ships are slow anyway, and to move against the wind is not in their nature, to be honest. A number of ships moving up this way. Okay, these are fine. I'm happy with these being quite long downwind in case he runs. The Conqueror was a bit of a mistake. He's gone a bit too wide. Lord Russell needs to move up that side, so does the Quebec, so does the Swansea. Doing quite a lot of damage to them now. They had quite a lot of damage already, didn't they, a lot of these ships? Oh, we just lost that was a good shot by the leader. He's just taken out my rear mast. That's going to slice up a bit. They going, they're surrendered and on fire. That's a pity. We don't want them to explode. Let's keep the Orion going. So I'm not too worried about damage. We don't want to lose any ships, but I don't want to too worried about damage. Let's keep going north. Cut across the stern of these guys and box them in basically. London's just pounding them as they come down and turn. I get the Conqueror to move up. Just move the Martinique around slightly so we can give them a broadside. These guys need to move through. I think he's going to try and make a breakthrough here, so we need to bring these troops, bring these ships around. I'm going to move the Canada around. He's actually, yeah, We're going to pick up the wind now and go round. He's broken formation and trying to make a break for it, I believe. They're kind of scattering, so we need to spread out a little bit. Turn the Conqueror around, turn the London around. I've been showing how stern to some of these ships, but they're not really in any fit state to offer us broadsides. Doing very well. I think that's gone. Come right across his bow. Should be able to get Plymouth across as well. That's good. That's a good surrendered. Let's cut across him. That's his admiral actually, so we want to sort of board him. Let's move around here. Just going to keep going this direction actually. Let's try and take out his sails. It's a good move with fast ships like this. If we can take out their sails, that slows them up. We can't really board him because he's gone. Maybe we can board this guy. Let's move these ships over, bring them downwind. Yeah, the large ships are not very manoeuvrable, to be honest. They surrendered. We just killed the enemy admiral, that's excellent. US cannon needs to come round so she can fire on this guy. He's starting to go. We bring Jamaica round. Okay. Let's turn and try and dismast this guy. We're having a bit of a firefight with this guy. Wow. There's quite a lot of fighting going on here. Need to board these guys, don't we? There we go. Right, let's have a look, see what's happening over here. It's wavering. They're surrendered. Let's get across this guy. I think he'll probably... Yeah, even that surrendered, that's good. I've got plenty of trade ships there. It's really just this guy and this guy. Need to get going downwind or we'll never catch them. Fifth rates should be able to catch them. Duke of Albany and the Exeter. Send them down. And the Antigua. Let's see if we can take them out. Okay. They're surrendered. Yeah, that's good. Well, Orion losing their rear mast, that was not good, was it? That was a lucky shot, I think. Let's get with the wind. I'm going to have trouble catching these otherwise. I don't want them breaking out into the Mediterranean. Taking out his sails. So, carry on after them. Got to have faster ships after these guys. A couple of 6 rates. 5th rate. Okay, nothing more to be done in the main battlefield, as you can see. It's just these ships that are flying from our... We're going to try and dismast this guy. Yeah, we need to get after these two. Let's cram on some sail. And fire. some grape shot. He surrendered and on fire. Let's concentrate. Duke of Albany needs to do his business now. We've got these 3 ships that are really, the rest of the fleet are out of contention, to be honest. I don't think we're going to catch them otherwise. These are too far back. It's amazing how quickly they can get away from you, isn't it? I'm normally quite careful. I always normally put a squadron quite a long way downwind to try and capture them. Obviously took my eye off the ball a bit there. They're suffering a lot of damage. I think they may well turn actually to fight us. Dragon and the Glory. Let's speed things up a little bit. See if we can get the Martinique to go round and head them off. Yeah, he's turned. He obviously has decided that he can't escape. We're going to put the Martinique a long way downwind. We'll carry on with these ships coming forwards. And we'll turn the Plymouth around in case he runs south. We'll turn back on round shot. We're going to board this guy. We'll pass as close as we can to him. Let's have a look and see how he's doing. Very heavily damaged, as you can see. It's very low in the water. We're going to pass quite close either side of him, which will be quite unpleasant for him. Conqueror, just slow things down. Whoa. That is huge damage being done. He surrendered, don't blame him. Let's do the same for this ship. I'm going to put the Duke of Albany well downwind, same with the Exeter and the Antigua. See if we can get the Conqueror to give them a broadside. They're very low as well in the water. Give them another broadside. He's just turning stem to stern actually, so that'll be handy. And fire the length of his ship. He's wavering. Turning upwind, to be honest, which is towards my main fleet, so I don't think that's a good idea. Plymouth going to come across his and we're going to get the Conqueror to fire up his stern. Let's continue. He's routing. We want to capture this guy. We don't want any ships escaping. Surrendered, I hope. Okay, good job, lads. A victory cup of tea. Okay, that's lovely. We'll have all these. We don't need the 5,000 units. We do need these ships. We can send them out to prepare for fighting the Portuguese. Add them. Right. Okay. So where are we at? We have taken Naples the previous turn. We're probably going to get the Maltese army to come out shortly. We've just taken their fleet from them. Edward Russell's now a prize agent. Edward Russell must have a fantastic set of... Look at all this. Such a shame he's 78. He's going to die soon. He's really at his peak. Yeah, factory master, we've seen that. Fleet prize, that's the fleet from... Yeah, so where shall we move these troops to? I think they're going to come in in northern Spain. What I'm going to do is end the episode there. In America, we've probably got a prospective battle. We're manoeuvring a bit with this army here, Rafael Valdez. Just waiting for this army to come up to strength. Very nearly is. We're just waiting for him to make a mistake then, in that case. Here they'll come out and fight us in the next turn. Right, I'm going to call an end to the episode there. Hope you're enjoying the series. As I say, do subscribe if you want to keep up with what's going on. I'm posting episodes every day or two now, so trying to build up to the release of Rome 2 so that I can free up some time to play a Let's Play with Rome. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Keep well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.